You have to be able to put on your hazard lights or emergency flashers. You have to give your horn a little honk. They'll ask you to show how you would use your windshield wipers, and they'll ask you to point to where your defroster button is. Remember that you always have to turn into the closest lane available. It's important to remember that pedestrians have the right of way, and the car on the left that is creeping through the intersection while the friend in the purple skirt is passing would fail their driving test. Hey, it's Jacqueline, and today we're going to work on a final review for your driving test. We're going to review all the skills you need to take and pass your test. But before we do, take a minute and look at the Zutobi links below. If you're practicing to pass your permit or your driving test, the Zutobi app gives you all the resources you need. The first thing you're going to do when you take your driving test is arrive at the DMV, check in the building, and then they'll have you pull your car around to the drive test area. When you're parked in the drive test area, an examiner will come to your window and they'll have you do all the car parts before you get started. So we're just going to quickly review all the things that you have to show in the pre-drive checklist. You have to put on your turn signals, the left and right turn signals. You have to be able to put on your hazard lights or emergency flashers. You have to give your horn a little honk. They'll ask you to turn on and off your headlights. They'll ask you to tap your foot brake. They'll ask you to put on and off your emergency brake. They'll ask you to show how you would use your windshield wipers. And they'll ask you to point to where your defroster button is. They'll also ask you to stick your hand out the window and show your hand signals. Sticking your hand straight out the window is a left, a 90-degree angle is right, and twisting your hand out the window, palm down, is stop. Then the examiner gets in the car with you, and they have a clipboard with the score sheet open. The entire time you're driving, they'll be evaluating your maneuvers. And if you do the maneuver correctly, they'll put a little circle, and if you make an error, they'll make a little line. You're allowed to miss up to 15 points, so you don't have to be perfect. But to be a safe driver, you're really hoping to show your best driving skills on the test. So your test begins with your examiner asking you to exit the parking lot, and that's what we're going to do here. Remember that parking lot speed is 5 miles per hour, and that you have to be prepared for obstacles. You use your turn signal when you're inside a parking lot, just like you do in a regular area. And it's important to always make sure you do a full stop before exiting a parking lot to scan the sidewalk. If you're asked to turn right out of the parking lot and it's a 2-lane street, remember that you always have to turn into the closest lane available. Your examiner will say, assume straight unless I tell you to turn. So that includes if you have to make a forced lane change, they want to see that you know what to do. You should be able to follow the lane ahead of you, monitor the speed limit, and show that you're scanning from left to right, anticipating pedestrians. So while you're driving, the examiner is watching your speed limit, watching as you approach intersections, and making sure that you stop at every red light. When you stop at a light, you have to make sure that you stop behind the limit line, and that also you know when it's time to go. So with that intersection, I had to understand the yellow means caution. The flashing red we treat like a stop sign, which means stop and then go when it's safe. An important rule about left turns is we have to keep our steering wheel straight until we're ready to make the turn. If you start to turn your wheel to the left even a little, you'll lose a point on the driving test. And if you turned your wheel to the left extremely, even halfway or 360, you would fail your driving test. That's considered a dangerous maneuver. Now that I'm sure it's clear, I turn my wheel to begin my left turn. The majority of your driving test will take place in residential areas or light commercial areas. Your examiner wants to drive you around the areas that are busy with pedestrians and unpredictable hazards. They're driving along with you to see how you handle different driving situations. And in just a short amount of time, 10 or 15 minutes, they have to make an evaluation that hopefully will lead to you getting your driver's license. It's important to remember that pedestrians have the right of way, and the car on the left that is creeping through the intersection while the friend in the purple skirt is passing would fail their driving test. We are meant to make a complete stop and let pedestrians cross the road before we start to go. So that's an important thing for you to remember so that you can be a safe and courteous driver, and also so you can pass your driving test. Let's pretend like my examiner tells me to make a right turn at this corner. I have to signal, check my mirror and my blind spot, and when I turn the corner, I'm being evaluated on my steering control and my lane position. So it's important that I land correctly in my lane. If you really want to pass the road test, then you need to check out Zutobi. Zutobi helps you focus on what's important for your test and then teaches you how each maneuver should be done correctly, step by step. Not only will you be more prepared for your driving test, you'll also feel more confident and safe when you're driving. Please pull over and park on the right-hand side. And you want to remember that pulling over to park counts as a lane change, so you're always going to do your signal, mirror, and blind spot. And when I look in my right mirror, I can see that my door handles are parallel to the curb. To reverse, I have to look back across the back corner of my rear windshield, and I check my right mirror for my position. I'm looking behind me to make sure that there aren't any pedestrians that step off the curb, nor any cars that come out of their driveway. I'm looking in my right mirror to make sure I stay parallel, and we'll pretend like my examiner says stop. And that's 3 car lengths, the distance that I have to show I can safely reverse. When I come to a stop, my goal is to smoothly stop in the position so that a pedestrian can safely cross. And on the score sheet, there are specific categories like full stop, adequate position, and deceleration. So you can see that I'm arriving smoothly, watching the pedestrians, giving everybody time to clear, and then I continue. If you take your test and you're driven by a school, it's important for you to remember that at school drop-off and pickup, the speed limit is 15 miles per hour. And that slower speed gives drivers the ability to stop quicker if there's an emergency and a child unexpectedly runs into the road. Let's pretend like my examiner told me to turn left at this light. As I'm waiting at the light, I'm considering the pedestrian on the left and the car coming toward me. I know that I'll have to let both of those obstacles clear before I can make my left turn. My waiting position for the left turn is important. I don't wait back here. I creep up a third of the way to the second limit line. That allows a right turning car to make their right turn while I'm waiting for the pedestrian and the other cars to clear. Once the pedestrian is out of the crossing, I can begin my turn, and when I'm asked to make a left turn onto a 2-lane road, I always turn left into the left lane. And let's pretend like my examiner says, please make a right lane change when it's safe. To evaluate when it's safe, I'm going to check my rear view mirror, my right mirror, and my blind spot. And as long as there isn't an obstruction in the right lane, I know it's safe for me to go. I'm going to plan my lane changes either before or after an intersection. I'm never going to make the lane change in an intersection. So let's pretend like my examiner says, when it's safe, make a left lane change. And I'm going to monitor the cars coming in the left lane. I'm monitoring the intersection. And only after the intersection, I signal, mirror, and blind spot. We have officially done all of the skills that a person is evaluated on for their driving test. At the end of your test, they'll ask you to put the car in park, turn off the engine, and then they'll review your score sheet with you. Remember that you don't have to be perfect, but your goal is to be a really good driver. So I hope that you're paying attention to calibrating your speed, maintaining your lane position, making smooth turns, and really making your passenger feel like you're aware of everything and you're ready to be a safe and independent driver. Keep practicing. Have a great rest of your day, and thanks for checking in. Bye.